Welcome back, guys. And Christmas is now over in real life and on the game, of course. We have gone ourselves through the January transfer window. We have finished off our Champions League campaign. In just a moment, we'll get into how that went and, what we've been up to since the last episode. Well, first of all, we'll see what transfers we got up to. I'll be honest, I did say it's probably not going to be much going on. As you remember, I did say we had agreed to sell Jonathan Tah. We then also sold Palestri for around £15 million. He was never playing, never going to play. Got him off my wages. And we had looked at a few centre-backs, but I had decided, because some of the squad are a little bit not unhappy, but they're starting to get unhappy, I wanted to bring in someone who was decent, but also was willing to be a squad player rather than expecting to play every week. And this is where we landed on Nikola Milenkovic there. Look at his stats. Aggression, determination, obviously his positioning, his marking, his tackling, jumping reach, natural fitness. He seems like a really, really strong centre-back, and quite frankly, he could easily be a starter for us. But he will be probably in the rotation with the likes of Martinez and Diamande and Tamari there. So, 4 very, very strong centre-backs. But realistically, that was the only transfers we did in. I didn't really need to sign anybody. In terms of what we've been up to since the last game, obviously we did play, I'm pretty sure it was the FC Porto game in the Champions League. We did lose to Liverpool. Obviously, we lost to Chelsea in the league. Carabao Cup quarter-final, absolutely. Well, I say we absolutely smashed it. We won just, luckily, on penalties in the end. Then it was followed up by a draw with Southampton. And then sort of things picked up from there. We had a bit of a bumpy patch here. Then we absolutely went through West Ham. Then we were pitch touch perfect that game. Then that obviously followed up by losing to Wolves. And we have had some favourable draws in the FA Cup as well, beating Swansea 4-0. Then we had our double-header against Arsenal there. Again, that was a bit tricky. Going into the end of the game there, it was coming close. They did actually equalise at 3-3 at one point, but the goal was disallowed, thank God. And then obviously we played Solihull, which, unsurprisingly, we beat them very, very comfortably. We then did finish off our Champions League campaign. Obviously, Servette there, as you can see, and Marseille. Meaning, from the group games, 8 games, 7 wins, 1 draw. We topped the group by a point. We're looking very, very strong in Europe, which I think is the last hurdle we do have to get through there. But in today's episode, as well as we have been doing, we are not top of the league. Liverpool are beating us just by a point there. And obviously with Chelsea, if they win their game in hand, they can get ahead of us. So top of the group, still fighting for the title. Obviously doing relatively well in the FA Cup. And as you guys may have noticed, we are in fact today, after, again, probably should have mentioned, not the best form going into the game. But we are actually in a cup final, in the Carabao Cup final. And that is a game I thought I would bring you guys today. Is that cup final? Because who doesn't love a good cup final? Bit shaky about our form, which is rather concerning. But nevertheless, we are here for a cup final. I did want to show you guys who the knockout stages was against. But for some reason, even as close as that, it hasn't been confirmed. So as soon as I do know, whether it'll be this episode or the next episode, I will inform you guys, and then we'll see how it plays out. See, again, a bit like last season, if it's a really, really good game, we'll choose that as an episode. If not, and I know we should get through. Obviously, if I don't record it, we don't get through. That's my bad, but I'll work the logistics out of all that. But as I said, today we've had our recap. We're still fighting for the title. We're still doing well in the FA Cup. We're flying through Europe. And just to top it all off, after a bad run of form, we've got a nice cup final against Tottenham, who in themselves aren't playing that well. Admittedly, aren't playing that well. But here we are, the team that is going to go and win us that Carabao Cup. Rashford on the left. Sancho comes in on the right, because Garnacho, I believe, is coming back from injury there. Mount and Tchouaméni in the middle. Fernandes in there. As I said, there's lots of good connections going on between there. Martinez, Diamande, Van der Sar with Sancho, obviously, you guys can see. Obviously, you guys can see the lines there. Shaw doing well with Rashford. Lots of cohesion, lots of familiarity, good bit of intensity. We're all set for... I mean, Tottenham, I believe, are 11th in the league. So, and I'm pretty sure we did beat them recently in the league 4-1. So, yeah. So realistically, we should be winning this cup final, but you guys know what cup finals are like. It's a one-off game, anything can happen. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into the game there. As I said, I should be confident we will win this game, given Tottenham's season compared to ours. But, you know, a big moment, pure form. Who knows? Who knows? I should be backing this team, considering how good this team is now. But there's always the but when it comes to, especially games that I usually record, doesn't tend to go to plan. That would have been perfect timing. That would have been perfect timing if you'd just whipped that in there. Can we do anything from the corner? We haven't done well on set pieces, considering we've got... Well, I say, have we got a bit of height? Not really. Diamande, probably with the height, that's about it. Kulusevski's in. Can we take care of it neatly? Basuma as well. Ooh. Rashford again has been injured again and's come back. He's getting a little bit more injury prone for my liking, but he's still so key to this team. We played Norwich recently and we went down to 10 men and I brought him on. See what he does here. We went down to 10 men recently, as I was saying. And we had to sacrifice someone. I put back, got left back, brought Rashford on at left mid. Obviously, we went out 10 men. Within about 5 minutes, he'd scored. Pretty much set us up for the rest of the game. Well, the pluses from this first half, at least, is... Ooh, I was going to say goal there, but Richarlison is, in fact, injured, I think. I'd very much like an early goal from one of these highlights. I mean, all these fancy relationships, can someone conjure something up? Can Shaw put in a good cross there? I mean, you could just lose the ball to Emerson Royal instead, I guess. I mean, it worked for Barco in the last episode, but it didn't quite work in this episode. That is fantastic. Oh, no. That is... Oh, no. What is going on? That couldn't have been any more of a disaster. Shaw loses the ball. He isn't back to defend it. And then look at all that space. That must be their second shot, exactly. We've had every single highlight so far. Are we going to absolutely fly to a cup final and then bottle it in the final against a mid-table team? Surely not. Surely this team is better than this. I mean, we're trying to, aren't we? I don't like when we do this. I don't like when we pass the ball around like this, because we have a habit of doing exactly what we did there, losing the ball far too close to our goal. Can we respond well? Oh, Vicario with a good save there. Everybody knows from our from our beta save, as Tottenham, how good Vicario can be there. How good this Tottenham key can be, to be fair. We're getting lots of highlights here, but we're really not doing enough with it. Can Højlund... Oh, Vicario again with a fantastic save there. Oh, this is a frustrating first half. We played really, really well. I'd love to bring another trophy. God. Yes, I think such a goal. Oh, you never know these days. But it looks like Højlund has, in fact, equalised. In an alternative universe, Højlund does play for Tottenham in my beta save, and he's absolutely smashes it there as well. But not in this one. Højlund, who is in fine form, I must say, scoring plenty of goals. Goes and brings us back level. A well-deserved leveller at half-time. Never mind. I don't know what's going on with this team. We've absolutely been all over them. And then must have been second, minutes. from us scoring. We basically just go and give them all the room in the world. Onana just, I mean, this is it's going to be a game. Another highlight here, Bentancur with all the space in the world again. I'm throwing the water bottle at him. I'm absolutely fuming. Your defensive work has been awful. Your playmaker has been awful. This team, in fact, has just been awful. There's no point sitting back now. We're 3-1 down. We're basically playing for a miracle. Let's put attacking on. I'm probably, by the looks of it, going to have to drop that line down a bit, because they are just having the time of their lives in this game, it appears. How we can be so dominant in one half and yet in 5 minutes of football just lose it all. But literally the same move twice by Bentancur. We realistically do need an early goal. Could someone... I mean, we really need an early goal, and we're going for selfishness, it appears, at the moment. I've got to believe we are attacking. I've took discipline off. Hopefully, we can do some... What is going on? Why are we missing everything? Come on, guys. Brought on a couple of more substitutes, adding a bit of height. Hopefully, maybe with Milinkovic, we can score a couple of set pieces, get ourselves back into this game. We really need to make something happen very, very soon. Could Sancho do something? Is that an own goal? It's an own goal. We're 15 minutes to go. Come on, guys. Let's get this done at the end. Let's get ourselves back in this. Can anybody do something? Sancho there. Guy needs a bit of support. And Guisa, Milinkovic there. Really could do with some set pieces, because he needs to be crossing that ball earlier. Straight off the defenders there. Come on, guys. Oh, no. Come on. Nobody wants to see that. But I'm just about to really annoy this team, because, well, I've stormed them. I've stormed out. I've shouted at them all. I'm fuming with it. Honestly, that was embarrassing. That was really embarrassing for us. First half, we were all over them. Absolutely fantastic. And yet somehow find ourselves 3-1 down after literally within minutes of each other. We score. Minutes later, ran straight for the middle, score. Literally minute again. Man, no man's land there. Absolutely, against a team having a really poor season. We've hit poor form at exactly the wrong time. And, well, for the first cup final for the past season and a half, I'm sorry to say, guys, but we didn't win that one. We didn't win this one. And I'm not even too sure we deserved it in the end. Quite frankly, poor performance. Quite frankly, if any of them come back at me about me overreacting for a cup final defeat, I'm just going to throw more bottles, I think. I've already threw a bottle at everyone. Literally, individually, just threw bottles at them. Seemed appropriate. I've stormed out my press conference. I don't want to hear talk to the press. I'm not interested. There's one cup final down. We've got to hope we can get to some more. Because we really need to show the end of the season that this team is built for the future. I mean, it is built for the future. Champions League knockout stages again. Obviously, a Carabao Cup final. Losing to Tottenham, who are like sitting in 11th in the league, is a bit hard to take. Because we couldn't power chances away. So it's a bit hard to take there. But cup finals, 90 minutes of football, who knows? But I am a little bit gutted, I must admit, on that one. But you can't win them all. We did. You can't win them all. The fact that we made it to the final probably is kind of impressive. You know, it shows we do compete. I'm just listing excuses now as to justify being okay that we lost. I'm just listing excuses. If I think of any more, I'll let you know. But for today's episode, guys, I think that's probably, I'm going to go and storm off in real life now and throw a bottle somewhere, I think. Seems like the appropriate thing to do. But for the next episode, I am just going to skip very, very quickly into the future. Let's see if I can get the find out who the unknown team is we are going to play, so I can let you guys know, and maybe that's who we'll see ourselves play in the next episode. Well, I did play through a few games there, just beating Bristol Rovers in the cup, beating Burnley in the league. And finally, our opponents have been revealed at Juventus. What I'll do is, I will go and play the first game, and then maybe see how that pans out. And then in the next episode, guys, we can go ahead and probably play Juventus, depending on how, if the first leg goes, if we batter them, basically, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll see you guys probably in the quarterfinal. But if it's nice and juicy, as I say, for that setup against the second leg against Juventus, I'll be back so we can hopefully finally see us win a European knockout game. But guys, again, I'm very sorry that today we have let you, the fans, down. The team were disappointed. The team, in fact, did come and talk to me. 3 of them talked to me about they were unhappy about my team talk. I basically told them to get on with the jobs. So, probably me winding everybody up's not helping right now. But you should have won the game. You should have won the game, and we'd have lifted another cup, and I'd have been happy, and no one would have got front bottles thrown at them. But nevertheless, guys, you guys know the drill. Subscribe to the channel, like the episode, comment down below. Let me know where you think I maybe went wrong there. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on the series and what you'd like me to do next following the ending of this series, which is probably going to be coming up very soon. But guys, I appreciate all the support I do get, all the likes, all the views on my episodes, everything. I appreciate it all. And guys, don't forget, I'll see you in the next one.